thank you for finding some time for you. And if you could take a deep breath in and an exhausted breath out, and close your eyes and begin to mellow into a deep relaxation, seasoning yourself with relaxation, little by little, moment by moment. And I don't want you to experience trance too quickly. You are perfect, just as you are. Breathing in and breathing out. And I wonder if you can begin to relax your tired feet, shoulders relaxed, relaxing from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, little by little, moment by moment. And I'm curious if you're aware of your chest rising and falling, or the ripening sensation of deep relaxation, or anything in between. Breathing in and breathing out. And I don't know the last time you really got to leave the chores behind, the world's demand, life's demand. And if you could begin to orient your attention to your internal world, little by little, moment by moment, and you can experience this experience known as the state of existence. And I'm curious if it's the top of your body, or the right or left side of your body that's more relaxed in existence, little by little, moment by moment. Or maybe the existence is more like love or God. You don't know it exists until you really experience it. This agreeable state known as existence. And before you go into trance, you might experience clearer thoughts. Notice they are more detached, or the mind might feel finally free. And I'm not sure you're aware how unique you are. Being a unique person means that you are one of a kind. And no one else is exactly like you. And until the end of time, there'll never be another you. And this uniqueness can come from within. Life's experiences, wisdom, but being the only one of its kind, unlike anything else. And in the past you've felt you've been aging or feeling old or a little too mature. But it's got nothing to do with you. It's simply a process. The higher level of integrity and the boundaries that define you. Your level of comfort with knowing. If you want to put an end to sexual exploration or emotionally intimate relationships, or to continue these things long into your late 80s and 90s, carry them with you into the complications of nursing homes, aged care facility, or the boundaries of strenuous exercise, the continuation or beginning of aqua aerobics or Tai Chi, the boundary of, is it okay to drink a glass of wine every day at lunchtime just because you are retired? And it reminds me of something funny I recently read. I'm having amnesia, dementia, and deja vu all at the same time. And I think I've forgotten this before. And sometimes it's worth reminding yourself that at school we all forgot to do our homework. We forgot pencils and school books. We forgot to tell our friends where we were. Forgot what time it was. And sometimes it's worth setting a boundary of how you feel about the word memory in a calm and reflective manner. And I'm curious if you can imagine now the image or feeling you have when you think about yourself aging. And once you have that image, can you make the image brighter, larger, so it consumes your entire peripheral vision? I'm curious if you can really begin to feel like you're in the image, associated to it. And now if you could make it even worse, however it is you can do that. And once you've done that, you can relax, have the image disappear. I wonder how you felt before the image's appearance and after. And you can continue to relax now. And I want you now to travel through time into the future, you come across a photo album full of photos, wonderful photos of you from the future. And using age progression, I want you to open up the photo album and take the time to really enjoy looking at the images of your future, your deep sense of satisfaction. And I don't know if you're surrounded by friends or family, or cats and dogs. But what I do know is you can enjoy flicking through the future. And while you're enjoying that experience, I wanted to let you know there's something known as external locus of control. And maybe you know exactly what that is, where you focus on what's external to you. And most of my life I've been surrounded by women that believe men are interested in only young, attractive women. And it's a concept that has always seemed out of place to me. And until I attended an Anthony Robbins event in Palm Springs, California, where I was surrounded by couples madly in love with each other, all different shapes and sizes and ages. And that's when I realized these people were externally focused. If someone wasn't interested in talking to them, they weren't thinking, it's because I'm old, or they've noticed my wrinkles, or I'm too mature for them. They would simply assume that person was preoccupied with other thoughts or tasks, or complex life situations. It wasn't taken personally. And sometimes you do need to connect deeply to your internal world, just as you are now. And there's a balance to aging gracefully, isn't there? And someone once joked that maybe the 4 stages of life are: 1, you believe in Santa Claus. 2, you don't believe in Santa Claus. 3, you are Santa Claus. 4, you look like Santa Claus. And I wonder now if you can get really absorbed into a process known as the swish pattern. I want you to bring back that image that you think of yourself as aging. Really associate to it. Allow it to consume your peripheral vision. And now I wonder if you can change it. Make it a black and white image and shrink it down to the size of a tiny coin and shoot it off into the distance. into the top left corner of your vision. And as you do that, you can see the photo album from the future opens up bright and in full colour and consumes your entire vision. And you can take in a deep breath and breathe in your wonderful future. And you can relax and breathe easily. And naturally. And now when you think of the word aging, you no longer think of age regression, but of age progression. And I wonder in the future if you will begin to notice your progress, your sense of caring for yourself, your sense of self-care, aging with wonderful progression. And in the past, we couldn't wait to finish school, be independent, be a grown-up. And yet here we are. And I wonder if you'll feel more empathetic towards people's internal locus of control, distracted by their own thoughts. And while you ripen with the world out there, not with age regression, but with age progression. And when you're ready to orient yourself back to the room, you can take a few energizing breaths. Allow the oxygen to replenish your blood cells. Exhale the carbon dioxide that the trees love to feed on. A few energizing breaths, wriggling fingers and toes, and welcome back. You're perfect, just as you are.